Hi and welcome back to my channel. This week I am cooking 3 recipes using potatoes, and they're all really easy. They're not hard, they're not complicated, they're not going to require a lot of work, so I hope you can find them useful. The first one is what people are calling cracked chicken casserole, and I started by making bacon in the microwave because I find that to be easiest. So I cooked up my bacon and drained it and set it aside and chopped it up. Then I added my shredded hash browns, frozen, some sour cream, about 16 ounces of sour cream, a 10.5 ounce can of cream of chicken soup, and this is my favorite brand. I had about a half a pack of ranch seasoning mix, so I added that as well. And just mix those well. And then you're going to add your chicken. This was some of my frozen grilled chicken that I like to keep on hand for quick, easy meals. Once I added the chicken, I added some of the chopped bacon, about 1 cup of the chopped bacon. And then I added about a cup or a cup and a half of shredded cheese. I just had the Fiesta blend. You can use whatever you have. And then I added 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Now I had some leftover mashed potatoes, so I put them in the bottom of this, but of course you don't have to do that. You just spread your mixture and then top it with the remaining bacon and cheese. And I had some green onions I put on top as well. And bake this for 350 for 40 to 45 minutes. And you're done. I served it with a salad, and it turned out really yummy. This next meal is something very similar to what I had when I was a kid, a quick, easy meal. I took baby potatoes and I boiled them until they were soft enough to pierce with a fork. Added salt while I boiled them as well. And then I drained them and set them aside. Next, I took a half a stick of butter and melted it in the same pan. And I added probably 6 or 8 cloves of minced garlic. And I browned these, and then I added 1/4 to 1/3 cup of flour to thicken up the butter. Once that was mixed in well, I added 2 cups of heavy cream and I stirred until thick. Probably 2 teaspoons of salt and 1/2 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of pepper and another teaspoon of onion powder. Once that was thickened, I took these frozen grilled steak strips that I had in my freezer and added them to the mixture. Now, if your cream is too thick or your sauce is too thick, you can add milk. And then I had frozen peas and I added those and let everything warm up pretty well. And then I went ahead and added another couple of teaspoons of salt. Then I added back my cooked potatoes and then I mixed it until it was well coated. And I did add the lid back on and let it warm through thoroughly before I served it. And once it was all the way warm, I served it up and put a little bit of parsley on top, and we ate it just like that. This last meal was so easy and so delicious. I took small red potatoes and chopped them up into quarters, and then I diced up or sliced up an onion. And I just added frozen petite green beans, and I microwaved the potatoes to soften them for about 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. So I added my frozen green beans, my softened potatoes, and the onion to a bowl. I then coated them with some oil. I like to use avocado oil, and I put on some seasoning, some garlic powder, and pepper, of course salt, and just mix that up. Then I use this Cajun style sausage, but you can use whatever sausage you like. This had a little bit of spice to it, but not too bad. Mix those all together, and then I got my sheet pan out lined with parchment paper, and I just dumped everything onto the pan. Then I put the pan in the oven and let it cook for about 20 minutes at 425 degrees until everything got golden brown. This was such a delicious and easy meal to do on a weeknight. When you're busy working and you come home and you don't want to cook, it's doable. It's not so bad. So I hope to have more meals like this for you guys where you can just throw something together. If you're busy, you're not stressed out, you can still cook at home and have delicious meals. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week.